Hey y'all, it's Jo with Yoga-Mojo. And this past week we were working a sequence that very much focused on the hips as well as core stability. And it's one that many students have said, hey Loretta, can you put that on video? So I'm going to go ahead and share with you this week's sequence. It was inspired by a couple of things. One is a pose that's embodied as a Skanda. Kartikeya, the son of Shiva and Shakti. He's the Lord of War, and his pose in embodied form is one that is recognized as a side lunge. And so it very much works into the external rotation of the hips. There's an opportunity to feel some stretches in the inner thighs, the low back, and everyone takes the pose a little differently. But hopefully in a way that lets you experience and explore the external rotations, internal rotations of your hips and keeping everything nice and juicy. So we're going to begin with an awareness of coming into mountain and always move with the breath. Now I've already had a practice today. I've actually had two. So I've already awakened the body a little bit. So if you're practicing along with me, go ahead and get yourself a little awakened in the body and practice along. So let's go ahead and come into mountain. Tadasana, coming to the top of the mat, hands are here at the heart. Our breath flows in. But as we find the mountain pose, let's go ahead and pause, close the eyes even, and maybe let yourself take your mind's attention to the flow of the breath. Because there's a sense of mindfulness with the Vinyasa, a sense of intentionally setting the body in these forms, experiencing each of the poses. So to take a few moments in mountain is to give us an opportunity to connect with self, connect with perhaps something greater. Let yourself notice the flow of your breath and try to maintain that easy flow of breath throughout the practice. On your inhale that follows and the eyes opening, let the light in. We can release the hands of the Mudra of Anjali. Let the arms come alongside the body. And begin with an extended mountain. We'll breathe in and reach to the sky. As you exhale, a chair pose variation, hands to the heart. On your breath, open your arms, maybe flex to the wrists and press the palms away. Exhale, release your ribs to the thighs and lengthening the legs, releasing the head. Half fold, take a breath in, taking that energy. And as you exhale, bend the knees, place the hands, step, jump, walk your feet back to a plank. On the knees or long legs, lower to chaturanga. Inhale might be cobra or up dog. And on the exhale, downward face of the dog, Skandasana. Right leg lifts on a breath. We'll bring the knee to the heart as we exhale and take the fire. Take a breath and take the right leg up. Let your right knee bend, let your knees come to those right toes. Exhaling and then inhaling with the right leg lift. As you gaze forward, set your right foot between the hands, perhaps closer to the thumb. This way when we rise into crescent, we have greater opportunity for stability. Mushti Mudra is the closed hands, the fists of fire. We'll exhale and breathe in and stretch. Let's do that again. Exhale, Mushti, closed hand, fist mudra, fists of fire. As you inhale, stretch this right leg long, open. Exhale, spin that right heel down. Place your right hand to your heart, leaning warrior. Inhale, arms will go wide, gaze will lift. And as we exhale, we might bind the hands behind, dipped into this inner right thigh, and take the waterfall. Take a breath and rise up into one on your breath leg. As you're exhaling, we'll shift and open and come into two. Taking a turn of that right palm, inhale, lifting into reverse warrior. Exhaling, side angle form, extended. A little fire, up comes this bottom arm. And as you exhale, reset, sweep it. Inhale, stretch the right leg, reverse triangle. And the exhale that brings us into two. We'll turn to a wide angle mountain, taking the heels in and toes out. So when we exhale, we move into the form of the goddess, Konasana. We can open up the arms on a breath. Exhale, a little turn, a little twist. As we breathe in, come back into center, expand. As you're exhaling, it's the mid-back, thoracic, hips are stable, strong knees. Inhale, go wide. And as you exhale, perhaps you dip down, a little bowing goddess. that energy up. And as you carry the energy up, we'll lift up onto the balls of the feet, get light. So Skanda, the pose of Skandasana, we can shift. We can find this form. As you inhale, opening the arms, shifting, finding a variation towards the front of Skandasana. And then exhale, sweep it back, coming into reach back arrow. Breathe in, we're stepping forward. You might bunny step, bring up this left knee. And then exhale, hands to heart, soften the standing legs, step back. And then inhale, here's the beautiful crescent again. Exhale, reach back arrow. Step into that right foot, slide the left knee to the heart. And we'll do that again. We'll exhale, slowly step that left foot back. Inhale, crescent. As we exhale, reach back arrow. We're stepping again onto this right foot, bringing up the left knee. But now crossing the left ankle over and coming into the form of a standing pigeon. Inhale, let your arms go wide. As you exhale, hands to the shins, hands to block, hands to earth, fold. And then gaze forward as you breathe, rise back up on that breath, inhaling. Exhale, knee to heart. Maybe take a hand to the big toe, one hand to the heart, and breathe in, extend. As you exhale, bring it back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee, place the foot, hands to your heart. Let's do that again on the other side. Arms reach, inhale. And fold into this form of a chair. Inhale, open. As you exhale, fold. Half fold on the breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward face of the dog. Left leg lifts now, inhale. Knee to heart, core plank. Breathe in to go long. Breathe out to bend. Breathe in. Gaze forward, step the left foot. And then rise on that breath, inhaling, crescent. Fists of fire, we hinge. We extend and go nice and long. And then hand to heart, reach back arrow. Open the arms as you inhale. Slide the back heel down and take waterfall as you exhale. Breathe in to rise into Yoga-Mojo, Warrior 1. And as you exhale, Warrior 2. We'll take the dance. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Parshvottanasana Uttita. Dvihasta, 2 arms. Let the breath go, sweep it. So you can inhale to reverse triangle. And exhale, coming into 2. And turning the palms and inhaling to a wide angle mountain, a prep for the goddess. We bend, we carry it to the heart. And the inhale that opens. The exhale where we can twist. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, twist. Breathe in, open. Exhale, float down, bow down. Carry that energy, lifting it to the heavens, lifting the heels, so we can exhale and come into Skanda. We'll inhale like water rippling open to the other side. And then spin towards the front edge, lifting the back heel. Find your drishti and lift up, stepping into this left leg. And then slowly bend, setting that back foot back. Let's do that again, but rise up into crescent, breathe. And reach back arrow. Stepping into that left foot, finding our core, reaching. We bring it back and we say, oh, let's take it slow and set it. Inhale, we reach. And exhale, reach back. Stepping once more into this left leg, lifting the right, and crossing that right ankle, and hinging into standing pigeon. Open the arms as you breathe, and exhale, hinge, perhaps fold. Bend to rise, inhale, As we exhale, right hand to heart, left hand to the toes. And then extend the leg, the arm. And then bring it here. Open on a breath. And when we release it, we can set the foot, set the hands, bring it back to the heart. Returning to our mountain, our steadiness. So that is a sequence that tells a story in Yoga Mythology of Skanda and his birth. A seed, Shiva and Shakti, the wind god coming, the fire god coming, and ultimately releasing the seed into the Mahaganges, the water. Ultimately, it's so hot for Mahaganges that she too takes the seed off to the side. And there, the 7 wives of the sages found this little baby. And it's a wonderful, wonderful story of Skanda and his birth and how he transforms into a great warrior and removes the darkness. So it's a way that we can embody that energy and the story as we move through the flow. I hope you enjoyed that sequence. Thank you so much. Namaste.